What's up guys, Mickle here, and in this video, I want to talk about a highly controversial topic in the XRP community, which is an XRP buyback by the Federal Reserve. Guys, in this video, I want to cover the current buzz that's going around the XRP community. I want to give you my thoughts on it, but most importantly, I want to give you guys a huge misunderstanding that a lot of people have. A lot of people who talk about the Federal Reserve buyback assume that it's only about the Federal Reserve buying XRP from XRP holders. Guys, I want to cover a huge misconception around this, and I think it's very important for everyone to understand. I also want to talk about some very important news coming out of Library. Guys, a lot of people assume that Library lost big in their case against the SEC, but I want to share with you guys some extremely bullish news coming out of Library case that proves that the cryptocurrency itself is not the security. Guys, make sure to stick around for that. This is big. Last of all, I want to talk about why Gary Gensler has not been dragged in front of Congress yet. Guys, make sure to stick around till the end of the video to see that. You are not going to want to miss it. Like always, guys, your support means so much to this channel. If you want to see more videos just like this, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button down below and turn on bell notifications. These three simple things go such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my link for Uphold down in the description below. With that said though, guys, let's jump right into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So guys, real quick, MooMoo just upped their holiday promotion, and you can now win 20 free stocks if you sign up with MooMoo using the link in the description of this video. Guys, you can also win a chance to win $60,000 in their holiday sweepstakes. Guys, MooMoo is an awesome trading platform. They have a great interface and they're regulated. So guys, do not miss out on this opportunity to get some free money, and go sign up with MooMoo now using the link in the description of this video. So guys, I want to start this video off and cover the Federal Reserve buyback because I think there's some huge misconceptions around this thing that a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people get really hung up on the idea of the Federal Reserve buying XRP from XRP holders from some crazy price. I think they have the buyback set at like $50,000 or something crazy like that. But guys, a lot of people see that number and just completely disregard the entire buyback and don't ever fully understand its actual intent. So guys, the real reason why the buyback was created, and guys, I am not a person who ever thinks my XRP is going to be bought by the Federal Reserve for $50,000. I think it's completely unrealistic for that to happen. If that does happen, I would love it, but that is not why I support the buyback. I support the buyback because what it's doing is creating a precedent. One day in the future, it is certainly probable that a government agency could want to take our XRP. Now, is that highly likely? No, maybe not highly likely, but it has happened in the past. Take a look at this. If you guys didn't know, back in 1933, the US government actually went around buying back people's gold. They set an arbitrary price that the US government wanted to buy people's gold for, and essentially made it illegal not to sell that gold to the government. So guys, it is not completely unrealistic to see this happen. It has happened before in the past. Now, the reason the holders of gold got screwed over in this deal is because the government got to pick how much they were going to buy the gold for. The people who were selling the gold to the government didn't have any say in it. So guys, this is what Jimmy Vallee and the XRP buyback are trying to do. They're trying to set a value for XRP that XRP holders want to make the starting point for when the negotiations will start. That way, if there ever was a time in the future where a government agency came in and said, okay, holding XRP is now illegal, we want to set a price to buy your XRP from you at, then guys, we will have a starting point that is not rock bottom. Imagine if the Federal Reserve came in and said, okay, holding XRP is now illegal. We want to buy your XRP for 25 cents each. Guys, most of us would be like, no way, we're not letting that happen. And that's the point of creating this buyback now. Having the buyback before anything like this happens shows that we already know what we think our XRP is worth, and we're not going to take any offers that are like 25 to 30 cents. We would say that's insane because according to this document we created, we think it's worth $50,000. So guys, this does not mean either that the Federal Reserve is going to buy it from us for $50,000. But it shows that we think it is worth substantially more than anything they could try to undercut us with later down the road. Ultimately, guys, it's really just a protection from something like this happening that has happened before in the past. If the government ever tries to take our XRP, they're going to have to pay for it, and what this is doing is it's establishing a fair value for what XRP holders think that XRP is worth. I hope that clears some things up for people. I know a lot of people see the number and say, this is stupid, this is never going to happen. Guys, I just want you to know it's not necessarily going to the Federal Reserve and saying, here, buy our XRP. It's really designed for a scenario where at some point in the future, XRP holders are trying to be confiscated of XRP, and it puts a set buying price where we want to start negotiations. Guys, just think about it this way. Even if you hate the XRP buyback, would you rather start negotiations with the government at 15 cents or $50,000? Well, guys, I certainly know where I would rather start my negotiations. So even though I don't think this is probable to ever take place, I still like it as an insurance policy, and that's why I do support this XRP buyback. So guys, now I want to move on and cover the LBRY versus SEC case, because when LBRY initially lost this case to the SEC, a lot of people painted it as a worst case scenario. Guys, I want to show you that we actually did get some good out of this ruling, and it could actually ultimately prove that the asset itself, the LBC token, is not a security. Take a look at this. This was brought up by Attorney Bill, and he said that essentially what is happening in the LBRY case right now is the judge is asking the SEC to work with LBRY to help give clarity to what LBC trading in the secondary market really is. This is showing us that the judge knows that LBC trading in the secondary market is likely not a security. So why is that the case? And guys, just take a look at this. Bill says it right here. Apparently, LBC will now be morphing into a non-security. So how does this make any sense? Well, the way the SEC brought this case, they are saying that the LBC token is a security of LBRY. But guys, now LBRY wants to dissolve their business because essentially the SEC bankrupted them. So now LBRY, the company, is going to disappear, but the LBC token is still going to be trading. This completely defeats the SEC's theory that the token itself is a security, because guys, how can LBC be a security of LBRY if LBRY doesn't even exist anymore? It completely shows that the LBC token is not reliant on LBRY, and it's more of a commodity than a security. So ironically, in the process of the SEC taking down LBRY and wiping them off the face of the planet, they actually ended up proving that LBC is not a security of LBRY. Now, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to matter that much because LBRY already lost the case, so I think it's going to go down as LBRY's sales of the LBC token were securities transactions. But guys, it's looking like the SEC can't actually make the LBC token a security. What is the SEC going to say here? How is LBC going to be a security of LBRY if LBRY doesn't exist anymore? Guys, this is a massive hole in the SEC's theory of how cryptocurrencies could be securities, and I do think this is extremely bullish for the Ripple versus SEC case. Now guys, one of the big things that LBRY lacked in their case against the SEC was people from the outside the company LBRY, coming in and saying how they use LBC for their own independent reasons. This really made LBRY look like the sole promoter of the LBC token, and I think that's why they kind of look like the common enterprise in their case. Now, the common enterprise goes away when LBRY dissolves their business, and then suddenly LBC morphs into a non-security according to the SEC's messed up logic. But the reason why things look so good for Ripple is because they had 10 different amicus parties come into the case and say, look, we use XRP too. It's not just Ripple. So look, Judge, you can say what you want about how Ripple offered XRP, but we use XRP in a completely different way. And as you can see, because Ripple isn't the only third-party promoter, and because the token itself cannot be the security as shown in the LBRY case, there's no reason to call XRP it's a security. Yes, maybe Ripple had some contracts in the past that violated securities transactions. Find them. But XRP per se cannot be a security because it doesn't work. If XRP is a security of Ripple, then what happens if Ripple goes away? XRP can't keep trading as a security of Ripple. It makes zero sense. So guys, this is a massive hole in the SEC's case. I think this is hilarious. They totally walked right into this. And guys, if you have been following this channel for a while, you know I have been saying this since day one. So it's so funny to see this come back and bite the SEC. Last of all, guys, I wanted to point this out. This is actually very bullish. A lot of people are wondering, why hasn't Gary Gensler been called into Congress yet since we got a change in the House? Well, guys, just know that we're actually waiting for January for the House to actually change over. So we're going to have this period of kind of nothingness happening all through December. But guys, it looks like once January comes around, it looks like the House is going to be ready to drag Gary Gensler into Congress and really make him testify. Now, guys, I am kind of under the impression that Gary Gensler would step down before this happens. Let's see, though. He's kind of the master of testifying and saying absolutely nothing. So maybe he thinks he could weasel his way through this. But guys, let's see. I really do hope he steps down. But even if he doesn't, I hope they are ready to grill him and really make him accountable for all the bad things he has brought to the cryptocurrency industry. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does mean so much. And for now, Mickle out.